Hello everyone and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. I'm Exorph and we are in the Catacombs of Carthus. I'm about to take on some wheel skeletons. The worst enemies of the Dark Souls franchise, perhaps. Gotta say, this is... I'm a bit nervous. But of course, we're pretty close to a bonfire by now. So it feels like if we can just get them one at a time or something like that, we might be okay after all. Trying to sneak up on them a bit and getting an idea of how... Whoa. Didn't realize there were slimes hanging from the ceilings here. And there are actually multiple. This is one hell of a place. You jump down there, stressed out of your mind. Because you're chased by those bigger... Because you're chased by those bigger skeletons. And find yourself in a pit with slimes coming down from your ceiling. And wheel skeletons. Yeah. There was a message about this hole saying beware of hole. And yeah. That seems like something you want to bear in mind. Can we get you to come towards us? Yes, we can. We feel like they're slower than in previous games, so that's actually kind of nice. It wasn't very hard to dodge at all, but if we get multiples at the same time, I wouldn't be so... I wouldn't feel quite as confident about all of this. I'm very... I don't know if this place is just gonna end over there, or if there's more to this tunnel. Alright, there's another slime, like, right close by. There are people up there on the floor above, which is... oh man, there are a lot of you guys that are causing sounds that are causing me distress. And I'm kind of running out on these items that we can use to lure enemies. I'm actually, except for the firebomb, I'm kind of completely out. So... Not sure what the safest way to deal with this is at this point. Are you gonna spot me? Can we get only one of you? Yeah. We're kind of okay now. And these guys are so slow. Well, it feels like they can maybe do a little bit more damage to than in Dark Souls 1. They're still kind of like... it's hard to even see the purpose of them, except for when they are actively hiding and dropping down on top of you. They kind of stagger immediately when you hit them as well. So I do wish that they wouldn't take so long to die. If I had... well, I guess we can just use the firebomb. There's this constant sound of things running around upstairs, which... yeah, it's really bothering me. Way more than it should. Any more slimes? Yeah, there's like crazy amount of slimes here. Am I gonna drop down on me? Is it just the one skeleton left now? And that's the hole that you can drop down in. Yeah, so I could possibly just sneak around that, but I don't know what's in that tunnel over there, so... I don't know if I want to. Might be better to... just, do this thing again. Yeah, they weren't too bad. I was a lot more worried than I had to be. Which, I guess it's a tendency that I have in this game. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot with that, with saying that. I'm so worried ahead of time before going into new areas, and then, like, a lot of the times just... Oh! I survived! What a surprise! Anything else nasty in here? It's kind of hard to understand, or I don't know, I'm finding it difficult to really lure them to me, or lure them down on the ground floor on purpose. But yeah, this is probably the whole purpose of this little tunnel is probably to make you try to run over there, but there are all of these things. Okay, so they just have like a long animation before they go down. That's probably why I find that it takes so long, or why I think that, oh, they didn't get attracted by me pretty much just hanging out here, even though I felt like it should, but it just takes a while. So what were you guarding? Carthus Bloodring, yeah, totally worth it. I'm kind of curious about these paintings here. They look like some sort of hieroglyphs, almost. Hieroglyphs. Which is interesting considering that it's a sand kingdom. So what about the Carthus Bloodring? We already have the Carthus Milk Ring. What's the Bloodring? Boosts rolling invincibility at the cost of defense. Huh. So these two together might be kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm not confident enough to want to just dodge around everything. Okay, the lore on the Milk Ring, Blood Ring is the same as on the Milk Ring. All about the how the sword techniques allow for fluid movements and such. Let me just get you down here. I don't know why I want to, but might as well kill everything, right? I'm glad I haven't had one of them drop down on me just yet, but still. Probably want to be on the Estus Flask, right? Yeah, not gonna bother with that one. So I have a feeling that the tunnel that we were looking at last time, over far in that direction, is probably gonna take us into an entirely new area. We have some stuff that we want to leave with the NPCs of... What the fuck? Do you actually resurrect? Or come back to life? Respawn? Whatever. That was scary. Even though... Yeah. It was fairly easy to dodge, but still. So we're gonna head back to the Firelink Shrine and leave the Grave Warden's ashes and the Carthus Pyromancy Tome. Is that what they were called? Something like that. But beyond that, I don't think there's too much that we want to do. The Crestfallen Knight is still gone. Which is by now actually... It actually is bothering me at this point. I want to know where he is. God damn it. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna leave the ashes first. So, give Umbral Ash Grave Warden's ashes. We did check the lore on that, so
Gracious,
we're fine.
Passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
So not a lot of lore from her about these ashes. Last time we brought her ashes, she was like, "Oh, this is just good for nothing. Well, it's a shame that people chase their dreams like that, or something of that caliber." So immediately we noticed that there are more embers, as well as I think Yellow Bug Pellet is new. The Yellow type can temporarily boost lightning and damage absorption. The Grave Wardens of Carthus use these to repel a great sandworm. Huh. That sounds foreboding. The worm tumbled into the catacombs and proceeded to dominate its new home in the Smoldering Lake. Smoldering Lake. Huh. Probably a place we're going at some point. So this is probably new as well, since it's related to the Swordsman of Carthus. And Carthus Rouge, like I suspected. I think that's it there. No new keys, no new spells. Might be a new thing here. No, I don't think there's anything new there. I don't know if I knew that I could actually get the Undead Legion Helm, actually. Or the Undead Legion Armor in general. That is kind of cool. Attire of the Abyss Watchers, the Undead Legion of Farron. These undead warriors vowed to partake of wolf blood. They acted in the dark, seeking out any sign of the Abyss, fighting a constant war with its abominations. This pointed steel helm has a distinct symbol of the Legion, shirked as a sinister omen by the masses. It's a really cool helmet. I kinda want it. I suspect it's probably a bit heavy, but I think we want this just for the sake of possible fashion souls later on. And I'm out of soul, so we're not getting the other stuff just yet. Maybe actually check if we have any souls to use so we can get these last 14,000 souls. Probably not though, that's quite a lot of souls. Oh, silly me, we need to check the rest of this stuff. Nothing there, nothing there. So, yeah, that's about it, I guess. Not a lot of fun stuff from that. Now, I do want to... Oh, we're looking at souls. Yeah, we barely have anything to use now. I kind of want to restock on the throwing knives and firebombs and such, but let's give this guy some magic first, some new magic. So, the Carthus Pyromancy Tome.
Well, I've never seen anything like this. This inscription. This tome is from the Catacombs. Fascinating. On this day, the teacher learns alongside the pupil.
Cool. So, guessing then that there isn't a strong connection between Carthus and, or at least not the Catacombs of Carthus and the Great Swamp, which I suspected when I... The item description on the tome made it sound like the tome would contain Great Swamp magic. We got a few more things here then. This is all old stuff, so I think it's just these things that are new. Or am I wrong? No. Yeah, this is actually... Yeah, alright, this is new as well. So, Acid Surge. Emit acid which corrodes weapons and armor. Carthus' swordsmen attached great value to victory and would not shun the use of such pyromancies. Or where is the honor in death and scoured bones? Okay, so they don't care about... They care about winning, not about honor. Carthus Beacon. The most obscure pyromancy developed in Carthus of the Sands. Oh, it's even called Carthus of the Sands. Damage increases with consecutive attacks. Carthus' aggression has been likened to an uncontrollable fire, and since ancient times, its beacon has been used as a signal for war. So there are a lot of like... It really feels like From has added a lot of stuff to encourage Bloodborne-like play to the game. Like stuff that, okay, if you do consecutive attacks, you'll get HP and your damage will increase, and enemies will be more aggressive, so standing back will just give them more openings to attack you and such. Carthus Flame Arc. Pyromancy of Carthus of the Sands reinforces right weapon with flame. Warriors of Carthus favored supplemental pyromancies such as this, which was used to enhance the curved blades of its swordsmen. It actually sounds pretty awesome. Nothing new?
Ah, you found
Oh.
a tome in the catacombs. This spell is akin to chaos. It may even serve as a link to Izalith, home of pyromancies.
Okay. Is there a link between Carthus and Izalith?
Ah, you found it to this. It may... Do not be gone for long.
And in one piece.
Alright, so let's restock on some stuff here. So yeah, throwing knives are cheaper than the Carthus variant, and I'm not only using these to attract enemies, not to really do any damage, so I think we can go pretty crazy with this. How many throwing bombs do we have? A few. I like them, so I kind of want to get some more of them. So if we get, how much is 12 of these, then we just fill up our current stash. No, but don't have anything stored. I don't know how I feel about this storage system. Assuming that you get refilled automatically, I don't mind it too much, but that's one of the most annoying thing in Bloodborne, that when you were using items that you had in your storage back in the home base, you were always kind of, always had to go back and grab more of them, which just felt really annoying. So how about we just fill up on these? We go with 120, so we had 3 sets of these. Then we can probably... We shouldn't run out of them anytime soon. Yeah, and then we'll actually see how the storage works. I don't even know where the storage would be. So, like, if that's not how you use the storage, then I don't know how to grab things out of storage. I am thinking... There's one thing around here that I haven't done yet, which is to check what items we can give to the crow. It could be worth doing that at this point, since I'm already here and I actually remembered it for once. You know what? Let's do it. I've been, like... I'm not sure what sort of items you could drop there. I probably said it before, but the things they are asking for, or she's asking for, are like pump-a-rum and twiddle pea. Now something like that, pickle pea, which are both like alluding to music or sounds at least. So yeah, I don't know. Things sounding like drums and things sounding like flutes, perhaps. One thing that I definitely want to try is to drop some fire bombs here. Yeah, kind of suspected that, since it's a blast. What does that give us? A large Titanite shard. Oh my god, can we do that multiple times? Okay, no. Unfortunately, we can't. I mean, it is the Siegbräu. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever use it, so let's try to drop it. Yeah, that's a pump-a-rum. Maybe because you could drum on it? Hopefully it was worth it. Armor of the Sun. Oh my god, that is awesome. Holy crap. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. You can't use it, but still, that is crazy. Chainmail armor and white coat featuring a large rendition of the holy symbol of the sun. The choice attire of a singular knight of sunlight from a previous age. The symbol was painted by the knight himself, but the armor never bore any special power, sacred or otherwise. Still, it does have some pretty good stats, I think. I wouldn't mind wearing it at some point, once we get some more equip load. So yeah, that was totally worth it, I would say. I feel like I could have probably dropped Loretta's bone here, because that looked like it would have been a flute. But I don't know if that would have locked me out of Grey Rat's quest altogether. Okay. Not sure I understand how the alluring skull is a pump-a-rum, but sure. Hello, carving. We actually see what that does. Smashing the ground to say hello. A strange head of unknown origin, carved from an arch tree. It speaks when thrown on the ground. It says hello. Have another look. Do you see this? Do you sense the amicability in its eyes? Can we drop this one? No, we can't. So I wonder if this is actually infinite. I thought maybe they were expendable. Okay. The prism stones are pump-a-rums as well. I am extremely confused about what counts as a pump-a-rum. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Oh, Homeward Bones are pickle peas. Call over. And Iron Bracelets. Said to be the bracelets of a Knight of Sunlight from a previous age. Has no particular power but are of fine quality and evidently well taken care of. We gotten some more Knight of Sunlight stuff, which is cool. Okay, so I think that's it. I couldn't find any other things to give her. A quick look around there so we didn't lose anything. Or miss anything, rather. I would suspect no, but I can never be too sure. I haven't been out here in a while, so... If something would have changed, it could have changed ages ago, and I would have never really thought about checking it out. But I guess not. Huh. Remember back when we were over there? It's been some time, hasn't it? That's an item. And it looked like it's next to a sword. Namely a Abyss Watcher sword. A Hawkwood shield. Yeah, that's definitely an Abyss Watcher's sword. So maybe this has actually changed somehow. Maybe we want to head around here and look for like graves of the bosses that we defeat. Alright, let's head back inside. I don't think there's anything else. So, what about that shield then? Hawkwood shield. Shield that belonged to Hawkwood, a deserter from the Undead Legion. Ooh. The unique swordsmanship of the Watcher does not normally allow for the use of shields. The unique swordsmanship of the Watchers would not allow such a shield, and Hawkwood's very possession of it was telltale of his defeat. Okay, so we are gonna at least start our venture into the next little area of Carthus, of the Catacombs of Carthus. Alright, they weren't much of a problem this time around. Deserted corpse souls. Whoa, Jesus Christ, you scared me. Anyone else want to come here? Alright, perhaps not. I suppose we can just sneak around you. We don't have to deal with you. Okay, I would have hoped for... Whoa! What the hell? Come on. There we go. Yeah, these stagger quite a lot, but still can be a bit of an annoyance. So, this is the place that we want to head in. And let's check out the... where this leads. So there's one of those. I kind of want it. No matter if I risk dying or not. But okay, I was hoping for like Twinkling Titanite or something. I'm not sure I'll have much need for a fire gem. Alright, you look scary. Scary. So we saw this area from a gate thingy. I guess it's not over there. Might be on the other side of that bridge. Look like a shortcut to where we are now. Suspended bridge is wearing thin. What's that supposed to mean? Do we not want to walk on that? It doesn't look like we want to walk on it. It looks very broken right over there. Thank you for that. Whoa! And thank you for that. I think. I didn't actually get any souls for that. Did he just fall down and survive the fall? Yellow bug pellets. Yeah, like I said, we got some yellow bug pellets for sale in from the Shrine Handmaiden now. Handmaid. I keep getting those mixed up. Oh, here is the actual shortcut. That's a very short shortcut. I was hoping for something grander. Anyone else? No. Wake up? No. Also, if I name a soldier. But yeah, I'll take it, I guess. But it's weird. I don't really understand the purpose of it, but I guess it gives you like the chance to just run straight ahead into this area rather than have to deal with those two bigger skeletons. There's really not a lot of stuff to have to deal with. Black bug pellets. Black bug pellets, have you seen those before? Yeah, we have. So why would there be Abyss Watcher stuff in here? Well, I guess it would make sense since the Abyss Watcher was basically guarding this place. And what were you doing? You were just trying to fight and then died, I suppose? Sure looked like it. I'm greatly worried about that bridge. Maybe we'll check this place out first. Oh, you are an NPC, I think. Are you Horace? No. You haven't found Horace yet?
Oh, hello. We meet again. Have you seen Horace anywhere?
No.
Oh,
still not.
Yes, I see. I've searched high and low with no luck. Perhaps he's left the catacombs. Oh, Horace. Where have you run off to?
Yeah, I hope we found him in safely. Yeah, you'll definitely want to go down there at some point. We can go around the entire bridge. Of course, I am curious about what happens if you walk on top of it. If you fall down into some sort of fight downstairs, but maybe we'll do that in a bit. Maybe we'll... there's nothing else that we didn't grab down here, is it? You know what? We're going to end the episode soon, so let's see what happens if it's just gonna snap. No. So what is the purpose of... Whoa, okay, can we like... do that? Okay, I was hoping we could just make it all break, but I guess not. That was kind of cool, actually. I was wondering what was happening to those skeletons, why they wouldn't wake up. But yeah, that was kind of cool. Could we potentially drop down to that ledge? It looks like it's... Oh, we can descend this thing. That's interesting. And we can also get an idea of how everything looks here. Yeah, that turned into a ladder. Does that actually take us anywhere? Or will it just... Or was that just if you were to fall down? Let's check it out. Yeah, down ahead. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, almost walk right off there. Is that the corpse of a skeleton, or is it a skeleton that will come back to life? Hearing some unpleasant sounds in here. Oh, it's another one of you guys. Huh. Whoa! Whoa! That was a one-shot kill. I mean, I was about to, like, just run down and start to fight him. But I guess that's not happening. Alright, but that will be where we end this episode. If you enjoyed watching it, then please leave a like, subscribe for more videos every week. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time on Dark Souls 3. Bye-bye!